Welcome back, everybody. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Twitch. Soyboy Gamer coming back at you for the first time in a minute. We played Republic Commando on our last stream a week or two ago. And now I'm going to be showing you kind of a special video today. It's one that I've been thinking about for a long time. And it's about a Eternal card game. I think we need to talk about this card game because it's kind of epic. And it's like kind of like Magic the Gathering, but it's actually on console, which is super cool. And I'm going to be showing you my Gauntlet deck today and doing just a run through Gauntlet. And actually, let me see. Let me see really quick. I might not have a new Gauntlet set up. Okay, yes I do. Yes I do. I don't want to start in the middle of a Gauntlet. That would be so lame. I want to show you it from start to finish. So, for those of you that are new to the game or don't know, welcome. It can be kind of hard to get into. Gauntlet is like just a bunch of battles against AI, and it's a really good way to grind up resources, and probably the best investment you can initially make making a Gauntlet deck for the first time when you're first getting into this game. So getting right into it, so Mono J has been, I think, pretty much the meta in Gauntlet for like years. I've been playing this variations of this deck for a really long time, for like years, and it's always done super, super well. Finest Hour, obviously, you got to have it. I mean, it just gives you so much value for one power. Same with Ghostblade, and Lifesteal and Exalted being like just incredible on this card. This is a little more of a controversial one. So this used to be a much better card, but they kind of nerfed it. I think it's still really good. It's really easy market access, and market access is like the most one of the most important things about this deck. So I've got it in there. I feel much safer when I have market access consistently. This is a must-have. Kira is amazing, and you've got tons of ways to buffer as well. Styre's Eyes, another one that is absolutely mandatory. Being able to get that third power when you need it is amazing, and she can also buff Kira and give her lifesteal, which is crazy too. Warren Delivery is kind of a newer one that I've messed with, just a really easy way to access the market again. And then West, I mean, this dude is like just like the ultimate utility. He kind of just does it all. You got to have him. Got to have 4 copies. So this next one, this is my other controversial pick, along with a controversial, quote unquote, along with Fearless Crescendo, right? Fort Smasher is amazing when you can get him to work, because he can get you more creatures on your battle, more units on the battlefield. And one of the most consistent ways to get his attack through is to get him to fly. So that's why Fearless is actually good, in my opinion. Helena, I mean, another mandatory pick for this. There's too many good 3-drops, which is a good problem to have, but Mono J just has so many good 3-drops. Helena is absolutely mandatory. She can make Fort Smasher fly. She can make Kira amazing. I mean, the value from her is amazing. Tara, I would honestly say, is another, or Tara? Is that Tara? Another amazing 3-drop that I think is pretty much mandatory. Unseen Commando, totally mandatory. Valkyrie, mandatory. The 3-drops are mandatory, dude. They're too good. Maybe my final controversial pick in terms of the actual units before we get into the power. And there's a reason I only have 2 of Fiera. She's incredible, but you don't want to draw, generally you don't want to draw more than like 1 of her in a game, because you're not always going to be getting up to 5 power. But this deck needs at least 3 power to function, obviously, but you want to get up to 5 power in case you draw her, because she's great. And also, between you and me, the AI doesn't really understand this ability. So they kind of just attack and block her and give you free value, which is just incredible. If I would run 4 of her, or I would put her in the market, but the market is, you'll see, it's already stuffed, and I don't think you want to have too much Fiera, because that can just make things really awkward in a deck that you want to be really smooth and consistent, because you're grinding Gauntlet, right? I just use 6 Justice Sigils. I think that's plenty. I think people kind of sleep on Crown Watch Standard. When you get to 5, like, this becomes a pretty amazing fast spell, right? I think people sleep on this one too. The 2/1 elemental with flying can be, it's not anything like game breaking, but when you need it or you just want it, I think that's really nice. So I run 4 of each of those. Emerald Waystone, just an easy way to get a little bit of armor, which you don't need, but I'm only running 1 Justice sketch. I find, and also Rune of Law. I think Rune of Law particularly is a little bit underwhelming. But when you just don't have anything else, if you're getting like flooded, for example, then the Amplify can be helpful. But it's super rare from my experience. Signing bonus, it's just consistent value. The scouting can be super helpful. We've got other cards that give us some scouting, which is nice. I'm only running 1 star charts. I mean, it's again, it's just one of those cards that, like, it's great when it works, but sometimes it can really screw you when you need like 2 mana, or two mana. When you need 2 green influence, right? And we've got a lot of green influence cards, so I'm hesitant to run a ton of these colorless powers, right? So that's why I've only got 1. Sometimes it can be helpful because it can get you that extra influence, but I don't think it's worth running a bunch of them. The market, I've got maybe another controversial pick, the Elder's Feather. The only reason I'm running this is because we've got lots of good market access, which Fearless, we're not going to be getting a non-3 drop, right? Because it's only 3s. It only gets 3 cost cards from the market. But essentially what this feather does is it can turn War and Delivery into another way to give your Fort Smasher flying. And you know you're going to have the power for it, right? Because Fort Smasher already costs 3. So that's kind of my rationale. War and Delivery essentially becomes a way to give him flying, and giving him flying is amazing. You'll see it when we run Gauntlet. Manacles, absolutely mandatory. I think that's probably the only straight up mandatory pick for the market, because it just gives you so much value. Like, the utility you get out of Manacles is you can't underestimate that. Pristine Light, really good way to get rid of big stuff that the enemy's got. Super good when you can get it to work. And I think, I don't know, I tend to not pull this one a whole lot out of the market because you just don't need it. But when you need it, you really need it. So it's kind of like it's kind of an oh shit button. Scale Swarm Patrol, gonna be honest, we're just using this for Inscribe. It's just a way to get us to 3 power, which we can get with any of our market access cards. So it's just a 3 drop that we can get that gives us that 3rd power if we really need it, which we really need to get to 3 power with this deck. And then Wind Conjuring, just really good utility. You can use it on anything. Sometimes you can burn a little bit of power to get another card. It's just super nice. It's super nice to have. I'm going to run through some other cards that you could substitute or use for this deck that I've messed around with. Hello, Ratjar. Ratjar says, can you teach me to be a pro at this game? I know nothing about it. Yeah, I know. I'm about to run through Gauntlet, and you can go back and watch the rest of this video if you want, and I'll explain all of the different cards that I'm using and why they're good. So let's see. What else could we use? There's this one, Justice Etching. It's a good way to get power, but the problem is that, again, it's a good problem to have. Mono J, like green, there's just too many good green cards, and I feel like the deck really just doesn't have space for this. And we're honestly, we can get to 3 power pretty consistently without it, so I just leave it out. And the market, I almost never am able to use it to get anything from the market, so that's why I've left that one out. A lot of people will use it and tell you to use it, whatever, it's fine. It's good if you want to just be that safe. Shenra is another one that I've messed with. She's all right. She can just be, shoot, I don't know, a way to get damage through. She's invulnerable on your turn, which is nice. This is actually a really good one that I just don't think we have space for. You can keep it in the market and make your units invincible blockers or attackers, which can just, I mean, tons of value potential there. But I found myself never really drawing that one from the market because I always wanted something else. Trickster is good in certain situations. I'll talk about him once we get to one of our 3-drops that I've left out. That is really a kind of a painful one that I've left out, and we'll get there in a minute. This is one that I used to mess with. I think it just gets outclassed. Let's see. 2 drops. Hojin, man. This is one that I see a lot of people mess with, and it just feels kind of awkward to me. I don't know. I could honestly, once we get to this 3-drop that I've left out, I could see you swapping maybe Fort Smasher and or Fiera for this guy. I don't know. And using him in conjunction with a 3-drop that's really good that we'll get to in a minute, which is actually kind of a newer 3-drop that supposedly is really good. I don't know. But I was finding it to be a little bit awkward. And I just think that the deck is better optimized with the stuff that I'm using. I don't know, but you know, everybody's got their own opinions. We're into the 3-drops now. This is one that I thought would be good in the market, but I just found myself never really grabbing it. It just has a lot of different things it can do, but I think the other stuff I've got in the market just does things better. This is another kind of painful 3-drop. Equalize. There's a really high influence cost. But it's just like Pristine Light in that it's really good when you need it, but I really just feel like we don't have space in the market. Like I love these market picks. And so Equalize is kind of a painful one that I'm kind of back and forth on. That I can definitely see you justifying putting in the market. Let's see. Let me see. This Lada is one of the newer 3-drops for green that I think could be really good with Hojin. But again, I just think it's kind of awkward. Like, by the time you're dropping her, you might have used your fast spells that pump your other units or whatever. And it just seems a little bit late to be getting something like this out there with this effect. Also, if you, God forbid, you draw more than one of them, because it's totally redundant. Once you have this effect on the field, you don't need another one. So it's a painful one that I feel like you probably could get rid of Fiera here and just have Lada, and then if you wanted to get rid of Fort Smasher, you could have Hojin. Now, okay, so hopefully my audio's good, but I think those are the main ones. And I'm really back and forth on some of the ones that I just showed you. Like, I've messed around with this deck so much, and like just over the years, I've messed with it so much. And I'll show you, how it works. Winchest Merchant, a really nice way to access the market, but a little bit expensive, which is why I don't run it. And I also just don't really feel like we have space to run him. There's actually one more 5-drop that I just kind of think is outclassed by Fira. I used to use this one, but again, outclassed. This one on that bird, that 3-drop bird with flying and Aegis and lifesteal was pretty epic. Let me show you that bird actually, because I used to run in an earlier iteration of this deck. I used to run this, and when you're just starting out and you don't have all these amazing cards, that can be a good replacement. You can use some of those uncommons, commons, right, to fill out this deck when you're just starting out, and you'll still get really good results. And then you can slowly, as you get more cash or currency in this game, because I'm free to play. I don't spend money on free to play games, but you can slowly start kind of phasing those out as you get some of this other stuff. Most of the stuff in this deck is blue. It's rare. Most of it is just rares. It's not. Is that what it is? Let me see. Yeah, rare, not legendary, which makes this deck actually kind of surprisingly affordable. Resonance Wave is another one I've messed with just for the inscribe, and also you can get good utility. It's a relic silencing. You can buff a unit, but I think having a 3-drop inscribe is better, considering we've got more market access that can grab that. Let's see. This Lord Steyer's Tower is another one that I have messed with, and I think it's good, but I just don't think it's as good as Fira for a 5-drop, and I don't think the deck has space for that many 5-drops. You can run it in the market, but I'm telling you, man, these 5 market slots are so precious. It is really hard to prioritize properly. And I think that's everything from the green cards. There's one that I don't have. Yeah. And then, let me see. Okay. Yeah, let me see. There was there's some power cards that I've considered, and I'm not seeing them, but they're the Vow cards that can just draw yeah, these Vow cards, I've messed with these before. Statistically, it probably doesn't make sense. In fact, Ratjar, I think you and I have talked about cards that are similar in Magic the Gathering, where you're using these to pull power cards out of your deck and sacrificing 1 damage to your life, right? I don't think that this deck is fast enough. I don't think it's low enough to the ground that you need to use these. For like an aggro deck, I think these are amazing. But for this deck, getting to 5 mana is actually 5 mana. Oh my gosh, 5 power. 5 power is a really good thing, because then you can use Fiera. If you didn't run a 5-drop, I could see these being a lot more useful. If you're just trying to get to 3 and then just cut it off, like if you get to 6 power, you can potentially drop 2 3-drops in a turn. Which, I mean, okay, let's see what else I was thinking of. Power cards, because there were a couple. Well, there were those, and then maybe just one more. Yeah, Broken Contract. I just don't think that this is. I haven't really messed with it, but I don't think it's consistent enough to warrant running another colorless. Yes, I'm streaming another colorless power. Soy Slurp just got back from breakfast. So yeah, I'm not sure that this is worth it. I might mess with it more in the future. And then, okay, yeah, and then there was literally just 1 3-drop that I was I think it's an attachment that I don't actually have. It's like, I think it's a promo. Yes, Monarch's Cloak is another one that I've seen people mess with, but I don't think we have space in the market for it. So let's see, Ratjar says, yeah, I think it's easy to overestimate the value of thinning your deck to slightly increase your chance to draw the cards you want. Resources are usually better used elsewhere. Depends on costs and benefits, though. Yeah, no, I agree with you, Ratjar. That power card that I was showing you, the Vow cards, I think they're really good in aggro decks, but I don't think you need them in this deck. I think they're, it's okay to get get more power. And there's enough really good power cards that aren't just sigils, that aren't just your like standard sigils in the deck. So a hand like this is actually good because even though we don't have 3 power, as soon as we drew it, we've got Warren Delivery in case we don't draw another one. So a hand like this I'm totally fine with. And then you can actually, dude, see how much market access we have? This is so nice. And we got our third power, right? So we can actually just, we can go straight into Fort Smasher on turn 3. Honestly, the Gauntlet decks that the AI uses, another Terra, that's excellent, that the AI uses are usually not aggressive. They're usually not super aggro. So a lot of the time you can actually set stuff up. You're done. Oh my god, I hate this freaking dude. He's so annoying. Let me see what that just did. Entomb. Cursed unit gets. Alright, whatever. I'm not really gonna worry about that. So I don't see the AI use this card a whole lot. Oh no! Dude, he's kind of screwing me up already. I can't remember the last time I saw the AI use this. This is kind of brutal, actually. Dang it! All right. So, yeah, and this guy is such a problem. He's such a problematic card because all of the stuff that we have in the market is spells. So he only lets us play 1 spell and 1 unit a turn. Man. Yeah, that's brutal. That's actually brutal because I'm going to have to pull out Pristine Light and then use it when I draw it again. That sucks. That actually really sucks. But see, that's why we have Pristine Light, and we just drew it again, which is amazing. Because the way Warren Delivery works, if we can't use the card we pull from our market, it in that same turn, it just goes into the top 5 of our deck, and we draw a card. So. You're done. Oh my god, he played another one. Dude. I protect the throne. This sucks, man. Okay, good. That's actually amazing. So Hojin buffed him, so he's now 4 power. So Pristine Light's gonna take all this out, which is amazing. And now we can actually use another spell this turn because of that, which is super nice. So we can get Fort Smasher. We can finally get. Oh my god. We're dude. This is like the worst way to start a Gauntlet run. But you know, we'll get there. I promise we'll get there. Oh my god. Oh jeez. Let me see what did that diminish? Set the unit's strength to 0. Cursed unit gets plus equal to the plus. I don't understand. I don't really understand what that card is doing. Oh, Entomb. It's an Entomb ability. Okay, I see. Dang, dude, that sucks. This is a really crap way to start a Gauntlet run, honestly. Because even now we've got Terra's ability, which is so amazing, but we're being forced to use it on cards that don't have any power, so they can't attack any, or power, strength, so they can't attack anyway. Jeez, and he just got him back too. He got both of them back. I hate those cards. They're both annoying. All right, let's just. And this entomb. Enemy player draws a card, so that's actually good for us. Hopefully he blocks Terra. Yeah, he blocks Terra, which is fine. We can dispose of Terra if we need to. Let me see. Jeez, I honestly might just go with Ghostblade here because I like the lifesteal. Oh look, and they killed Ghostblade.
You're done.
That's such an interesting decision on their part. And what's great, we can actually kill this stupid mage again. What an annoying, see how annoying the AI can be sometimes though with these decks? They can be really tricky. So you have to kind of use your noggin and figure out how to solve these problems. Didn't he just draw Hojin again? Huh. I don't know why he's not playing it. Maybe he doesn't have like a good target or so. I don't remember even what that Hojin card does. But we're finally at the point where we can start showing what this deck can do. Because we can start attacking. And
these are perfect.
Oh my god. Kill a unit with lower enemy player. Okay, whatever. Whatever. This green-red, green-purple deck that this AI is playing is really obnoxious. This is like one of the most obnoxious decks I've probably ever seen the AI play. Another one that's actually a really bad matchup for our mono justice deck is some of the new hunting decks where the AI will just like mill our entire, they'll just mill everything off the top of our deck. It really screws up Terra's Warcry, because like the Warcry ability is like the whole reason you're playing Terra, right? Anyway, even with a bad matchup, this deck can still really dominate because of really because of the market access, and our 3-drops are just really good too. So that was the first of 7. That was that was way more difficult than the first battle in a Gauntlet usually is. So this is a hand we get rid of because we don't have any, we can't depend on drawing another power there, and we've got a much better hand now. Yeah, when you can't get to, when you have no way to get to 3 power in your opening hand, I think you just take the mulligan.
We fight to survive.
Most of the time, you've got a way to get to 3 power, but there's going to be those occasions where it just can't happen. We're actually going to play Ghostblade here because we've got Terra. And Terra's ability synergizes really well with Ghostblade because you can actually just keep that. You can just keep that Warcry instead of having to sacrifice it because of Ghostblade's Exalted, right? And it's not a big deal that this guy has Deadly because we can silence him. This is why we have Valkyrie Enforcer. And we got another Valkyrie Enforcer that's buffed, which is super nice. He's super buff, dude. Look at him. And then we can just attack with Terra. I tend to just drive Terra into whatever enemies are in front of me, because that Warcry is going to be helpful no matter what. Even though it can be kind of painful to sacrifice her, because she's such a big, powerful creature. And we get another Terra that you can see it's kind of getting out of control. The AI doesn't really have great answers to a lot of this stuff. Unless they have like a board wipe or something, which is fairly rare for the AI. Another enforcer, geez. And of course we're not gonna bother playing, actually let me see here. Give a unit +3, yeah, actually. We're gonna do some fancy maneuvering
I've got
here.
their position.
Because I want to be able to get Terra's ability through. And I'm just being kind of aggressive. Ready one of your units and give it endurance. So it gets +1. Ooh, I don't like that. We got rid of the Aegis with this ability. So actually a board wipe right now would be would be catastrophic. Let me see. Ugh. Yeah, the only issue with this is that they can just block with that now. That was kind of dumb of me to throw all my resources at that, actually. You're going to see me make some mistakes. Hopefully this deck is good enough that it's just going to carry me through anyway. Yeah, whatever. We're just going to attack with all. Yeah, so we knew that it was the AI was going to do this. We're just going to take out the 6/6, sacrifice our Terra, and then this Terra is going to get super big. This Terra is going to be 18/18 or whatever. Yeah, ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. So hopefully they don't have any way to get rid of it. Hello, soy wife.
Hit me and I bite back.
I do, I see the kitten. And now Outcast has no target, so it's not a big deal that we kill it, because it can't give its abilities to anything. So, as long as the AI doesn't board wipe us here...
For the true queen!
Yeah, no, we're good. We're good to go. And we can actually... Oh, I was about to say we can kill him, but he just switched his attack and defense, so... Whatever. Wait, this is super overkill, but... This is how we like... our Gauntlet games to go. The units just kind of fall into place. You get plenty of market access. Yeah, we can do that. I just have to finish my stream. And then we can go on a WALK. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, yeah, right after I finish my stream. I don't know. No, I don't. So maybe an hour. No, probably not quite an hour, but because we're kind of trucking through this actually. Yep.
Do you see the kitty?
I do see the kitty.
I've got their
All right,
position.
and now I'm just gonna go ahead and use Strider to. We don't need more than 3 power, but. Yeah, I know. He was cuddling the kitty all morning. Okay, so this is like an Oni. This is an Oni deck, which is fine.
Got your back.
I think this deck is an okay matchup for us. Strider is another good one, a good target for Terra, because Strider is very, very disposable. Yeah, and look at that. The AI even prioritizes it with its removal when it's got Warcry like that. So the AI doesn't the AI doesn't really have a great understanding of Terra's ability either. So another thing that you can kind of use to your advantage. Our Fort Smasher is super strong here, which is really nice. And we've got spells that we can use. And just in case we need it. Ratchar says, would you recommend Eternal as a game to play instead of Magic? If you're on console, absolutely, yeah. Because Magic's just not on console, and that's always bothered me. And I've always wanted it to be on console because it's fun. But, oh my god, look at this.
I will.
But I don't think there's a reason to...
Halt!
I don't think you have to be like dogmatic about either one. Like, I do sometimes go back and play Magic, but I find myself more consistently playing Eternal because it's on console and because
Halt!
I also think it's kind of just like less scammy, which sucks to say, but like I think it's probably easier to it's probably easier to get into this game as a free-to-play player than Magic. I think I had a kind of a rough time building a good deck. Like, all the resources in this game are fairly easy to farm, especially like just because of Gauntlet. Like, you can just play against the AI. Even though it's hard, like Gauntlet is not a joke. I still think that it can be a fun way to kind of build up your collection and start getting the really good stuff. So yeah, these hands can be a little awkward when the only way that you can see to get to 3 power is with a market access, but the point is it gets you there, and like I said, the AI most of the time is not super aggressive, so it's not actually a huge deal. Man.
Hit me and I bite back.
We're really not getting that 3rd power. Hopefully we get it with this next draw, but we'll see. Yeah, so this Ice Sprite would normally be really annoying. Look at that power. It would normally be really annoying, but that's kind of what our endurance cards are for, you know? We've got multiple cards that give endurance. Again, I'm just running Ghostblade into the enemy. I don't care. Ghostblade gave us the war cry there, and now it's given us back the war cry. So it's just super valuable. But yeah, Ice Sprite would normally be super annoying, but because of this particular deck, getting stunned is just not that big a deal.
There are no secrets.
So we're gonna go ahead and bust out of that. And Kira's gonna be super powerful. It's fantastic. That's fantastic. And the AI doesn't even want to block any of that. Look at that.
It's more real than you.
What will we do next? I think we're just gonna kill it. I think we're just gonna kill it. And if the AI wants to block, the AI is gonna kill something. Probably Kira. Yeah, look, it's just giving up its whole field. Let me see, what do we want to kill? We're gonna get rid of this guy so he can't use his ult. Cloud Snake, how much do we have left? 5. Yeah, no, we're just gonna kill the stuff that actually matters here. And sometimes the mistake that I'll make is I'll have lethal without actually seeing it, and I'll just go for like board control when I can actually kill. And so don't do that. Like, if you have lethal, just take it. That's like a rookie mistake that I still do sometimes. And I also kind of I play this game a lot, and I play it just very fast and like casually, and I don't always like think through my moves. It's kind of I kind of go on autopilot. Yeah, so no way to get to 3 power, so we don't want this hand. There we go, much better. And we've got a way to make him fly. We've got multiple ways to make Fort Smasher fly. Nice. Nice. Another 3-drop. We love our 3-drops. We've got, yeah, Warren delivery, dude. So nice. And another reason to get to five power, because you've got so many good 3-cost cards in the market too. And you want to just be able to use it immediately as soon as you play Warren. You don't want it to go into the top 5 of your deck, right? Okay, so I think the AI is actually kind of mana screwed right now. Power screwed. I think we're just gonna give him the feather. Because it's a lot nicer than, yeah. Oh, and we got Terra off that. That's super nice. It's better in my opinion to just give him the feather than to use Helena, because it's a contract and it's also just 1 turn. It's nice to be able to get another 3-drop monster out there, but it's just not necessary. Okay. Yeah, we don't care about any of this stuff that the AI is playing right now. Oof. Do we want another Fort Smasher? I don't think we need another Fort Smasher, do we? But I think it's... Ugh. Stryer's... yeah, that's the thing. We don't really need that. We don't need anything here. But Kira is actually probably a good pick just to use Helena on. We probably... I don't know. Maybe we should have just taken what's it called? It doesn't matter. This AI can't do anything. But you know, you can see how you get into some interesting choices when you start using Fort Smasher.
We fight to survive. Not fast.
Yeah, it's finally got itself up to 3 power, but it's way too late. The AI, it's actually really rare for it to get power screwed like this. It does not happen super often. And that would have actually been a great way to sacrifice Outcast there if the game was still going, because Outcast was buffed up to 4. So, I mean, just really good synergy. 2 games left. Pretty quick. You can get through Gauntlet pretty quick with this. Soy Slurp looks so sad. Why do you have your hood up? You cold? You cold? Soy Slurp just got a new sweatshirt at Beals. And it is pretty snazzy. Alright. Yeah, so... This is not ideal. Hopefully we draw power. Oh, we drew power. That's nice. They might just get rid of Fort Smasher here. We'll see. This might be an instance of... okay. Yeah, that's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Yeah, one of the only issues with Fort Smasher is he's a little slow. So with some aggro decks like this, it can be a little problematic. Yeah, we just go for another Fort Smasher, and we'll probably just use him to block. Oh no! That's so sad. Yeah, I think we're just gonna use him to block here. Huh. So we don't want, yeah. This is ugly. We don't want him to be able to buff this on his next turn, which he might be able to. The lifesteal is nice. You can see how this deck can get stuck sometimes when you're going up against aggro.
Halt!
Yeah, whatever. We're just going to silence that. And then if we could actually get another power, that would be super nice. Ugh. Yeah, of course he's attacking with everything. Oh my god. We might have to do math. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that would be down to 9. We probably just, I think we just need to block the big boy. Unfortunately, I really wanted to save that. But, and again, if we could get another power here. Ugh. This might be the end of our gauntlet run. Jeez. Oh my god. Yeah, that's bad. That's really bad.
Trust in your skills.
Ugh, he's gonna pump this up to 5, which is so unfortunate. Yeah. Dang, dude. Oh, 6-5, never mind. Wow. I don't think the math is gonna work for us here. So let's see, we're gonna be at 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dude, oh man, that sucks. Yeah, there's nothing we can do. Oh, really? Cats on the back porch? Wow, that's amazing.
Okay, it is amazing.
Our gauntlet run ends here. Sad face. But you can see how the deck kind of tears through stuff. And that kind of aggro deck is exactly the reason that Equalize can be helpful. But you could see there we still didn't have the 5 mana, the 5 power. So it would also, like, when that kind of like very specific scenario happens, that's when these faster cards become good, you know? But you can see how most of the decks that we went up against there were not super fast like that. So most of the time this deck can carry you all the way to the end without too much trouble. And I might do another gauntlet run in the future, but I still stand by this deck. It's really good. And also you have to consider, like, once you get to this point in Gauntlet, the AI, and I think they've made the AI pretty tough at this point. We're max rank and we only get 1 shot to beat it. So if you die a single time, it can be pretty brutal. But statistically, the deck in most scenarios will work out for you. And if we had 5 mana there, we had so much market access that I think we probably could have pulled that off. Manacled the disturbing units and gotten away with it there, but alas. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I might do another gauntlet run in the near future, maybe later today if I feel like it, and see if we can get another aggro deck like that to happen. I don't know. We'll see. But thank you all for tuning in. This is probably going on Soyboy YouTube, Soyboy Gamer on YouTube. And I might stream a little bit later on Twitch.